Hello everyone, for today's video I have a Giant Cell character build. Now if you guys have any moveset theme suggestions or character builds like this one for yourself, please feel free to leave them in the comments and the best ones will be used for future videos. And of course, if you are new to the channel, then consider subscribing as that really does help me out a lot, and don't forget to use absorption with your tail on my bell. So yeah, as I've said, this is a Giant Cell build. It's basically a Namekian with Cell's outfit, that's what it is. So it doesn't really matter what you decide to, well, what colours you use for the default outfit, or really for anything apart from the face and the eyes, because again we're going to be using Cell's outfit, so you won't see any of the other things there. And what I found strange is that there's no glove option for this outfit, which I just thought was very weird. So yeah, like, I decided to pick the white skin for this. I thought there was an option to have like Cell's face, but I may be getting mixed up with the freezer rate, and I will do like a giant cell, well sorry, a giant freezer, giant cooler, a golden cooler, like Meta Cooler and stuff like that, once the raid reward for Meta Cooler's outfit actually becomes available. So again, that'll be fun to do. So going to the moveset, we've got Solar Flare, Super Destructile Disc, Hyper Drain, Death Beam as our 4 supers, Special Beam Cannon and Perfect Kamehameha as our 2 ultimates, Become Giant, worst name in the game, as our transformation, and Energy Barrier as our evasive. Now, because this is based off Cell, he can use all of his attacks, let's be fair. So that being said, let's get into the first fight for this video. So as we start off the first fight, and okay, I need to say this, I'm sure there's a way to make a more accurate Cell using the Namekian character, like the Namekian avatar rather. Like, this is just the best one I could think of, well, come up with. So yeah, like, don't be too harsh on me. So yeah, broke his guard there, tried to go for Hyper Drain to get a lot of stamina, well, some stamina back I should say, and I'm surprised how much it's been nerfed since Xenoverse 1, because that for like a short amount of time, well, for a while rather, in Xenoverse 1, Hyper Drain used to be an attack I would use, for my competitive build, and it was pretty fast, like, in terms of like how fast it would activate. Very surprised how slow it is now. I mean, I'm glad it is, and I think, I'm not too sure, but I think it drains less now as well. I mean, we'll see later on to do use it a few more times. But yeah, again, I'm just very surprised that it's been nerfed. Well, yeah, just nerfed. Yeah, so I think he's running Crusher Volcano and Giant Storm. Crusher Volcano I don't really care that much about, but with Giant Storm, if I turn Giant and then I grant my own stamina by staying in the Giant form, then he uses it, I'm screwed. I can't really do anything to protect myself from that. So I do go for Giant form here because I did break. Okay, so I was thinking, well, his stamina hasn't recovered yet because you saw, like, he jumped up, like, rewind it back if you can see. So I'm thinking, well, should I stay in it or should I drop out? Well, I decided to stay in it, and if he does decide to hit me with Giant Storm right now, regardless of what happens, I'll survive it, so that's fine. And I did decide to use the Super Destructile Disc with the bomb key, homing key blast rather, because that way, I was just trying not to give him a chance to actually use it. So yeah, making vanish there, making vanish again. So even though his stamina did just recover, he's used 4 bars of it, well, 4 bars of stamina now. So, and again, I've said this before, the problem with making a new character is, if you're not going to level him up, is that you only get 5 bars of stamina to begin with. So that is a pain, it really does suck. So I did try and get a perfect lock up there as he rushed into me, it didn't work, made him vanish though, went for the back hit. Now, I go for the swing kick, and I had a feeling he was going to vanish there, so I did try and go for Solar Flare, and again, I think that's been, well, I'm not too sure about Solar Flare, because it looks like it takes, like, it's too slow, it's slower now I should say, if I can get the damn words out. So I'll go for Death Beam there, his stamina is about to recover, so I'll go for the Drain. Didn't really do much for me, to be honest. I mean, he drained 2 bars of his stamina, but only gave me 1 bar of stamina in return. So I'm going to get knocked out of my Giant form. He goes for Giant Storm right in front of me, thankfully, so I've got enough time to break his guard and just to completely annihilate him now. I think I go for the no, okay, so I thought I was going to go for the perfect Kamehameha, but no, I think I want to finish him off by going for the throw. He goes for the Warp, Big Bang, Kamehameha, good play, completely wrecks me out of my Giant form. So yeah, I thought I was going to annihilate him then, but no. And if I remember, I think this ends on a time out, and I was going to give him a rematch, but he left my lobby, so there's nothing I can do there. But this is like the exhibition match. It's the first fight I have with a specific build, so I thought, well, I might as well put it in. It was, it was a good warm-up fight. I did go into training mode just to have a look at some of the attacks. Yeah. So decent warm-up, I guess. Going to the second fight, my opponent this time has picked Golky Black, and again, lots of people are using him now that you can buy him. So yeah, I think he uses quite a few aura slides. The like this like the sword attack. Well, not sword attack, like the energy sword wrist thing. Like what do you call it? You know what I'm talking about. So he goes for his. I think he's got the Goku Black. I think he's got the bomb key blast, so he can like detonate it like the dirty fireworks attack that Vegeta has. Always like that attack. It looks very nice. Right there, he goes for the aura slide. I have a decent idea on where he's going to vanish, and I would assume he's like a new player or he's using a new character while he's using Goku Black, because he is a DLC character, so if you make a brand new character, like a brand new avatar, you will be able to use him, as well as Vados, Champa, who else? Not Jacko. Actually, yeah, I think you can use Jacko from the beginning, if I remember, and that's a bit weird because he's not a DLC character in this, because, yeah, I think he used Jacko from the beginning, and I just realised that. That's weird. I don't know, whatever, because, you know, Jacko was in the base game, so, yeah, it's a bit strange, I never realised that. So I broke his guard, made him vanish. I think he vanishes again there, so he does tend to panic vanish quite a lot. That's going to work out for me great, because I can go off the back hit and conserve, you know, quite a lot of stamina, because I just won't have to vanish using my razor that much. And given how much of a beast Goku Black is in the series, why the hell did they give him full power charge? Like, maximum charge on a good day is average, so why not just give him that? Like, why full power charge? God damn it. Yeah. He goes for another standard break there. I break his guard with the triangle standard break myself. Try to go for the hyper drain, doesn't work. So just before his standard recovers, I go for the perfect Kamehameha. And I have to admit, that camera angle looks so cool then, how he barely moved out of the way. So GG to that guy. But again, his standard recovered, and he's got he's got none now, let's be fair. He's got like, what, 1.5 bars. Go for Death Beam. Very surprised how much damage that does, like, compared to other attacks. So yeah, go for the Death Beam, that finishes him off. Good fight against Goku Black. Again, that perfect Kamehameha looks very nice after me. Going to the third fight, I pick the Time Chamber map. My opponent picks his avatar. It's Goku. No, it's not Goku. It's the same Drastic GT Goku. He's got one of the Kata Ken attacks. I think it was times 20, as well as the 4 Power Energy Wave Ultimate. And I think I remember this guy because he tends to go for the throw whenever I would vanish. Or maybe getting mixed up with the guy after this, I'm not too sure. But he does also, if I remember correctly, go for the charge when he doesn't need to, and when it'll be like suicide for him to do so. So I go for the homing key blast there, followed up with the Super Destructo Disc. Love that attack. Not used it yet, and I wish I did, because I mean it is a very nice attack. I've been considering making a secondary competitive build on either my main Burcol character or on my Earthling Burcol character, which I still need to level up to level 19. Well, actually, my highest level character, as I'm recording this, which is like what, March 7th, is level 86. I just haven't been bothered to grind them up, level them up. So I may use either Super Destructo Disc or Death Slicer, because I just love those attacks, they look very nice. I do need to do a Disc Fiend moveset at some point. So here I'm thinking, well, okay, I've got a massive read of him. Again, no stamina, so well, at the time I was just standing still because just letting my stamina recover. He's got no stamina now, and I'm going to go for the drain. Got no stamina at all now, like what, half of 1 bar, maybe just under 1 bar. So I did fly into him then, thinking I could maybe try and like bait him into using an attack. He doesn't, so I go for the giant form and just, you know, smash him to pieces. So yeah, defeat that guy. Moving on to the 4th battle for this video, I think it is. My opponent this time has picked also his creative character. He's got Empress Death Beam and the Darkness Rush, which I just don't see them, well, both of those being ran at the same time. I've been seeing lately quite a few people using Empress Death Beam, which, I mean, it was very OP, well not OP, it was just very, well yeah, I guess OP would be the way to describe it in Xenoverse 1. But in Xenoverse 2, the key consumption that it has it's just terrible. So realistically, you're only going to use it if you have a lot of key to begin with, and then you're only going to use it once you have max key anyway, because it takes 3 bars to actually initiate, then it just drains it extremely fast. So I went for the Super Destructo Disc a little bit ago, and the camera angle, well at least for me, like made me, not dizzy, but just made me like feel a bit weird, because I thought it was going to come back in on him, but it didn't. It just went like to the upside of the map. So yeah, so I made him range there, break his guard, go for Hyper Drain, and I think I go for the Giant Namekian, yeah, Giant, oh no, sorry. I thought I was going to go for the Giant form, I didn't, I go for Special Beam Cannon. Surprised how much damage that did on him. Now I'm just waiting for him to do something. I was expecting to transform here, he didn't, he just went for, I think, maximum charge. So I set up the anticipation swing kick, he vanishes, get a purple block off, make him waste a few more times, got no stamina again. I can use an evasive for one, so I think, well, I'm just saying that because I've got 3 bars of stamina. Go for the grab there, squeeze him to death. Yeah, quick fight. I just thought that was a very nice fight, to be honest. So again, moving on to the next fight for this video. I think there's 4 fights left, and the last 3 fights are against the same guy. So moving into the next fight, I picked the oh no, okay, so I want to say this. This guy's running Super, Kamehameha and Sphere of Destruction, which you don't typically see those 2 being ran, because Super Kamehameha is actually, honestly, it's one, I think in my opinion at least, it's one of the best ultimates if you take into consideration how much damage it does, the fact that it's pretty fast to use, and it only takes 3 bars of key to use. Yeah, I just think it's, because of that, it's one of the most reliable and one of the best ultimates in the game. But on the flip side, he's got, in my opinion, one of the worst ultimates, which is Sphere of Destruction. Yeah, it's just too slow. I think it does take 3 bars of key to use, so I guess there is that. It's got some tracking, I believe, but no, it's just terrible. So I did break my own guard there because I was in the Giant Namekian form. Went for 2 Super Destructile Discs, which take 2 bars of key to use each, so I just used 4 bars of key altogether. I went for my evasive there to go for stamina reset. Don't really know why, because I mean now I've got just over 5 bars of stamina. Well, potentially I can have over 5 bars of stamina rather than just, you know, smack on 5. So maybe that stamina reset was a bit, you know, a bit pointless. I don't know. But I got the Solar Flare there. Then I tried to go for the Giant Namekian form here. But I thought, oh crap, no I can't, because Solar Flare takes, I think it's 1 bar key. So I just figured, okay, might as well just finish him off. Go for the Super Destructile Disc, Savage End. I mean, it would be interesting to see what a Dragon Ball game like this, like the 3D over the shoulder, you know, like Tenkaichi-esque games would be like if like there's more violence, more gore. That'd be interesting to see. We'll go into the last series of fights for this video. Like from that fight to this fight, I must have waited honestly the best part of an hour, because honestly no one joined. So I restarted my console and that seemed to fix it. But I don't know what the hell that was about. So in the meantime, while I was waiting, I was working on the thumbnail. So I did decide to put maximum charge on, because I went to training mode, fought against a Saberman, used Evil Roar in the Giant Namekian form, and I was able to get the thumbnail that way. I mean, if I do use that one, if not, then you'll have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. But because of that, I forgot to put my normal build on, so I did change the QQ bank, so it's max key and max stamina, and I forgot what the other one is, but it's like less health and less whatever the other ones are. But instead of Solar Flare, I've now got maximum charge, and I realised at this point, I figured, well, I think it's been a fun fight so far. That perfect Kamehameha was very nice, so I figured, well, I might as well use this against this guy. So yeah, instead of Solar Flare, I've got maximum charge now, and I've changed my QG band. So you guys know I kind of have some trouble fighting Vegito players, just because when I go for the back hit, I don't know why, but I can never get the timing right. So he goes for so I forgot the name then. He goes for Spirit Sword there, as I brought my guard to get stamina reset. Very good plan on his end again, very nice. Something nice about this guy is that whenever I was rushing to him, he'll go for like maybe Pressure Sign. So because of that, I'm going to remember it. I turned Giant here, he turned Super Saiyan, and I thought I could have broken his guard here, but no. I'm about to re-enter the Giant form. I'm thinking, well, I might as well stand, because I just don't think a Spirit Sword at this point now would finish me off. I think he goes for in the moment, I'm not too sure. Yeah, okay, right, he goes for Spirit Sword. Stamina, almost recovered. Jesus, that was close, but because I'm in the Namekian, I will get some health recovered. I was expecting to go for the Pressure Sign there, but I didn't do anything, so... Okay, no, okay. I know what I was thinking now, so I forgot. I do win this fight, but it is bullshit how I win. I think he survived this Giant Namekian, like, as I'm in my Giant Namekian form. He's got, like, what? 5 bars of stamina? Yeah, say 5. Let's say he's got 5 bars. I went for my stamina to... Well, no, sorry, I dropped it before my stamina broke, so... Like, at least he couldn't hit me with some... Like, at least he wouldn't be able to, like, you know, really finish me off now. So I got for 2 Super Destructile Discs to save some time so I can charge up. And you can see right here, in the moment, he goes for Pressure Sign. I'm hitting him. It doesn't do anything. That should have hit me then. It really should have. After me, I win that fight, but I do call bullshit there. Yeah, so I'm thinking, well, I think it's only fair. I'll give him a rematch. Plus, it's a really fun fight. So I give him a rematch. He picks his avatar this time. It's the same. Well, okay, so it's got Dragon Fist, times 100, Big Bang, Kamehameha, and Absolute Zero. Okay. So I was thinking that he's the same. I mean, he's the same, but he does something at the moment that I just didn't recognise, like from the same combo string. I think it's in this fight or it's in the next fight, and he breaks my guard doing it. So I'm thinking, is he a Saiyan or is he a human? I'm not too sure. Like, yeah, right here, he breaks my guard, and I looking back, I know what it was. It was the heavy male Saiyan basic combo, I believe. But because the game, like, it's a bit lag against this guy, but I'm only giving him a rematch because of how, like, the BS in the last fight. So I just didn't recognise that to begin with. So I'm thinking, well, is he a Saiyan or a human? But no, of course he's a Saiyan. Break his guard there with the square Saiyan Draco, I believe. Just kicking his ass now. I've got max key, so I figured, well, I should go for the perfect Kamehameha, the goal for not full power charge, maximum charge rather. So I could probably get quite a bit of key recovered by the time he would start, you know, rushing into me. So yeah, I've got what, 2.5 bars of stamina, almost max key. Yeah, so I'm in a decent place now. In terms of health, I don't have that much more health compared to him, so again, I just need to be a bit careful. I don't think I'll go for the Giant Namekian forward in this fight, because if I get my stamina broken and he decides to go for Dragon Fist or times 1, well, especially times 100 Big Bang Kamehameha, yeah, that's going to really, yeah, that's just going to devastate me. So I go for the Super Disruptor disc there, go for the homing dash. Then I was going to go for the Hyper Drain there, but no, he vanishes out of the way, so that's the right thing to do in that situation. Well, no, he didn't have anywhere near enough key to stamina. I keep getting mixed up. Yeah, okay, I got for the Special Beam Cannon that hits him, that finishes him off. Thinking, okay, it is a fun fight again. That's giving one more fight to close out the video. So again, instead of using Solar Flare, I'm running Maximum Charge. And the reason I decided to keep using this particular moveset rather than the Solar Flare version is because this guy also will do, like, he will also use Maximum Charge whenever he can, like right there. Go for a Super Disruptor disc, hits him, that gives me a chance to recharge my ki fully. So I've got my full ki, full stamina, almost full health. I mean, that's not saying much considering the fight has started. Decided to go for the Giant Namekian form to really, you know, like, I think I do use it quite a few times in this fight because it is a final fight, I might as well. I have to admit, it does look pretty cool though, even though, like, the face may be a bit too, like, it may look a bit uncanny. So I'll go for the throw. I love how you can see, like, one of the Super Dragon Balls in, like, the horizon over there, like, on the top. That looks very nice then. Like I said before in one of my previous videos, it's a shame that you don't see them up in the sky. That would just look so nice. So he goes for the sledgehammer there, not the sledgehammer. I was expecting him to go for the back hit. He does, but like way too late. Like I can just move out of the way with plenty of time then. Get a perfect block off as he went for another back hit. He's very predictable vanishing at this point. I don't know if he's getting a bit desperate or if I've just figured out how he plays. So, but with that being said, I've got no stamina, so I decided to go for the perfect Kamehameha. Maybe a bad move because, you know, I mean, of course he's going to move out of the way. My idea was that maybe he'll try and rush into me or, like, attack me so he wouldn't have enough time to really do anything, maybe, you know, kind of panic, but no. Going to another clash there. I went for the Death Beam a little bit early on, but, like, just before the clash rather. Did a fair, actually I can't remember if it hit him, but once again, not Solar Flare. Death Beam does quite a bit of damage, it really does. Like, I'm surprised how much damage it does. Like, I already knew it did quite a lot to begin with, but not this much, like, so fair enough. Yeah. So, right now, we've both got no key, no stamina. I fucking keep getting mixed up. So, I was thinking, do I want to go for stamina reset? No. Well, I probably would have if I had, like, 1 bar of key regenerated and, like, exactly 1 bar, so I could then teleport, then dash, and get a stamina reset. But because I did break his guard, I figured, well, I should probably try and finish him off. Because, I mean, right now you can see, for the most part, we've got roughly the same amount of health. And he goes for the time skip there, but I saw it coming, I hit him, it cancelled it out. If that hit me, I don't think he would have finished me off, but he would have done a ton of damage anyway. Go for a very nice double-handed backflip there. I go for the Giant Namekian transformation, thinking I could maybe finish him off at this point, but actually no. At this point I was thinking I can definitely finish him off, but no. So I go for the middle-ranged Ki Blast, and I never noticed this, but that hit him perfectly, even though I did block, so if someone can tell me in the comments, like, does that lock on if your opponent is in a certain place? Like, I don't know, so again, let me know. I'm thinking, well, okay, there's like what, just over 10 seconds left now. I should probably really start wrapping this up. We're going to a clash, and I think, okay, might as well try and go for it. Go for Special Beam Cannon as he goes for the time skip. Damn it, that was very close, a very nice ending. Was both thinking the same thing. The time skip would have, it just wouldn't have hit me anyway, like even if I stood completely still. So that being said, thank you guys for watching the video. I really do hope you enjoyed it. And with that being said, I'll see you next time.